My aunt put in a claim to my father's death benefit and stated that my father had wished for his money to go to her and her only, so we snatched the money and left no penny. My father passed away on the 1st of March very unexpectedly, and obviously, this has caused a lot of heartache. My father didn't leave a will. A couple of months before he passed, he told me that everything would be going to me and my brother anyway. A few days ago, I received a letter through the post from a policy through his work where it was stated that my father's sister had put in a claim for the death benefit as she was next of kin at his work. I am next of kin legally and would also like to state for the record that my father and I had an excellent relationship. She never mentioned the policy to us or wrote down on her form that my father did not have children, which it asks, and instead sent the form as if she was his only relative. The company found out that I existed only because I am the informant on his death certificate and has asked if I wish to make a claim. I contacted my aunt about this, and she has doubled down. She said that my father would have wanted her and her alone to receive this large sum of money and told me not to put in a claim. I am putting in a claim regardless and told her this has caused a huge rift with her family. So much so that a cousin contacted me and said that my dad would be ashamed of me for putting in a claim, and then went on to attack my autistic 24-year-old brother, telling him that my father would have been ashamed of him because he was unable to carry his coffin at the funeral. It just seems that this has gotten completely out of hand, and my brother and I are being attacked over money. Surely, the company wouldn't have contacted us if he wished to give her 100%. Edit. I also forgot to mention that my aunt said she received an email from my dad's workplace saying it was his wish to give this money to her, and she had a signed document from him saying this, but when I asked her if I could see the document, she sent me a blank template of wishes from the company website which had no writing on it, no expression of wishes, and no signature from my dad, which is confusing. We also told her that we may not receive anything in the final decision, which we are fine with, but it potentially could be split even between me, my younger brother, and her. She wasn't happy to even consider it going 3 ways, either, and that is where the abuse began from that side of the family. I just don't know, and this has been stressing me out at night. Am I the a-hole? Update. I phoned the company this morning, and they have no record of an expression of wishes that my father wrote, only that she was next of kin at his workplace. So she not only lied that it was my dad's wish for her to have this money, but she also lied that she received an email from the company stating this. The woman on the phone said, "You are his daughter. You have a right to make a claim." I also told my brother to put his claim in, which he will be doing now. Her daughter sent my brother vile voice notes telling him that my dad would be ashamed of him because he couldn't carry the coffin due to his autism, that he is lazy and should get a job when he can't work, and that he is a thief. It has made my brother so distraught that he is refusing to put a claim in as he thinks my father hated him when this is not true. My dad loved the bones of my brother. Those words never left his mouth. All lies. My dad may not be here to protect him, but I am, and I'll always protect him. Update. My brother received an apology tonight from this vile cousin. She said she couldn't sleep, eat, or go to work as she had been sobbing about the disgusting things she had said to him. Not that this makes a difference. What she said about that beautiful boy is unforgivable. To target her own autistic cousin about things out of his control is insane. My father took care of and adored that boy from the moment he was born until he took his last breath. I have blocked this side of the family and will never speak to them again. Update. I phoned the company today and they have told me that my father had no expression of wishes form. So not only did my aunt lie about being the beneficiary on his expression of wishes form, but she also just blatantly lied about even receiving an email with these details. They do not exist. She was only listed as a next of kin through his work, not as a beneficiary. She is not entitled to a thing as she claimed she was, and so the hurt and confusion both me and my brother have suffered was for nothing. I don't understand how our own family could put us through this, but people are right when they say snakes come out of the woodwork when a death happens in the family. My brother was not going to put in a claim, but now he is. I hope she feels the guilt ripping through her not only for this but for the disgusting things her daughter said to my autistic brother. My aunt also went to my dad's house as she was staying there for the funeral before traveling home again. But in that short space of time, she had taken several money boxes he had used for spare change. We don't even know how much was in them, but they were stacked with change. She took his guitar, his amp, his kitchen knives, his iPad and one of his leather jackets that my brother wanted to keep. We couldn't even enter the house to look at anything, never mind take things. It was only a month after the funeral that we were able to go in the house and see what had been taken without permission. She has been horrible since the start. Update. Well, after a couple of stressful months, I'm happy to say that my brother and I received everything, but she got nothing. Not a penny. We have not split the money with her and will never speak to her again. My brother will live comfortably now and will be taken care of, which is what my dad really would have wanted.